don't understand the hype around things like Parke and Dairy Boy. Who is Parke? Who is Parke, and why are you wearing that on a sweatshirt? You can find those sweatshirts elsewhere. You can find them for cheaper.
What are you trying to buy?
I'll tell you in a second.
Right, because it's some shit you're not supposed to be buying. You literally have like $300 to your name right now.
Okay, well, if I didn't have to pay for my own gas now, my own groceries.
I'm embarrassed that I just waited in a queue line to get a sweatshirt with this random girl's name across my chest, and I didn't get it, and I just spent time trying to do that. Like, that is so embarrassing to me. Why did I do that?
There are things that these brands can do to make the shopping experience better for their customers, and there's a reason why they're not doing it. At this point, there are more influencer brands than there are stars in the night sky. But some brands have a particular hold on people that I think needs to be studied. It is so fascinating how missing out on a drop from some of these brands can reduce people to the worst versions of themselves. Honestly, I don't know what it is that's causing people to act like this over some of these brands, but I want to find out. So let's do a deep dive today into some popular influencer brands and see what all the hype is about.
Okay, ladies, I hope that this reaches the right audience.
If it's reached me, it's already the wrong audience.
Y'all, these drops are getting absolutely crazy. The Parke, the Daily Drills, the Dairy Boy. I think Dairy Boy is like Thursday or something. But I go into full panic mode. Like, I'm pretty sure if I were to check my Oura ring and like my heart rate, it would tell me, ask if I was working out.
Are these people going to war, or are they trying to buy sweatshirts?
Because I sit there and I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then I don't know about y'all, but today on Parke's drop, was not planning on getting anything at all. And then I was texting with a friend about it and I was like, should I just try to get something? Like, let me just try.
A lot of these brands that she's referring to that do these drops use this scarcity marketing tactic, which gets people to impulse buy. But I think a major component of this, as being illustrated here, is the thrill of shopping for these items and like shopping these drops that, you know, not a lot of people are going to get. It becomes an exclusive item that you had to fight for, and it's like a rush, you know? So obviously that's a huge element of why these drops are so popular, but I think that that's not great because, as she kind of mentioned here, she wasn't even planning on getting a drop, but just decided to try anyway.
So I get on right at 9, had to refresh the website like 3 times, and then I get my sweatshirt, go to checkout, and then the like stupid robot thing at the top was like hidden under this banner, and so I couldn't see it and I couldn't click on it, and I was freaking out, and I was like, Natalie, you need to calm down. You didn't even want anything in the first place, and then now you want something, and like, just calm down, stop freaking out. But these drops take everything out of me. They literally take everything out of me.
Once again, if you have no context for this video, you think these people are going to war.
And like, props to Chelsea, because every single one of the mock necks is sold out in every single size and every single color. I don't know about y'all, but like, that's insane. It's just insane to me. Like, all of these brand owners, they're clearly doing it right because they have us wrapped around their finger.
This is the part that intrigues me the most. Even coming out and having the awareness to say, these brands have us wrapped around their finger. Like, honestly, it kind of scares me.
And it's just wild to me saying all of this as I'm wearing my Set Active Parke collab mock neck. These drops are just insane. I have nothing else to say other than like, insane. I know people, there's lots of controversy, people get upset, I get it, like, and I honestly feel bad because I was not planning on getting anything, and I got the sweatshirt that I wanted. I got the red mock neck.
See, this is just crazy as well. They have such a hold on people that they have people that don't even need these things and aren't even considering buying them just to see if they can get them or just to have them, even if they're already wearing something from a different collection or something exactly the same. It's crazy.
But I know there's people out there who are literally dying to get their hands on something and like probably don't have anything.
Dying.
I do feel bad. I feel a little guilty. These drops are just literally insane, and I think they make me burn calories because I'm so stressed about them.
It's not that serious, but it kind of also is. There's sort of a dystopian element of this. The idea that not getting a sweatshirt could ruin your day is where we kind of, I think, have to draw the line. So obviously, let's take a look into this Parke stuff because I'm hearing word that there's lots of controversy.
So if Jenny Kane is the new Ralph Lauren, then this brand Parke is the new Supreme for women. It appears that every time this brand Parke drops a new collection of mock neck sweatshirts, it sells out so quickly and it's leaving all of these women really pissed off. To the point where a lot of these videos are saying that the founder, Chelsea Parke, is using this kind of scarcity strategy to drive demand and sales.
So I think this is an accurate comparison. I think that this is women's version of like the hype beast stuff where, you know, people were lining up outside of the Supreme store and like the off-white stuff and things like that. Doing the style of drops that they do is 100%, in my opinion, scarcity marketing.
Last year you did 16 million in sales. You've been around for like 2 and a bit years. You've never spent $1 on ad. You're fully bootstrapped. This is crazy.
Through that initial year, we were just making some new denim styles with recycled denim, but it wasn't sustainable to build a business that I wanted to ultimately build.
This is Chelsea Parke. Her actual name is Chelsea Parke Kramer. It's like, I guess, her middle name or maybe her maiden name or something. It's so interesting to me because it doesn't really follow a similar path that most brands follow. Like, this is not a huge influencer. They've also claimed to have never spent a single dollar on advertising. Basically, her whole strategy was just sending her products to influencers on TikTok and going from there.
Started documenting the process of like owning this business. I think people really resonated with the excitement that I showed behind it. On our first birthday, we had launched sweatshirts. I just made a sample, wore it for my 15,000 followers.
Do I think people were really buying these because they saw the excitement of the CEO? No. I think that really the number one reason why it's so popular is number one, influencer marketing, but number two, this drop style scarcity marketing has been very effective for them.
I mean, to make it, I'll make it. We made it. We sold it. Transparently, we made like $40,000 that day.
I need to ask you who did your branding.
We just relaunched a whole new brand identity today. We did a pop-up in New York in November, in Dallas in December, and we did March in Charleston. People lined up for 6 hours every day that we were open. I mean, people waited in line all day. People were getting there at 3 a.m. to wait in line. It was wild.
But interestingly, she's still not a huge creator. She's only got 130,000 on TikTok, which is, once again, like in the grand scheme of things, not huge. Why are people lining up for 6 hours for these products? Something seems very weird to me about this. So this is kind of an example of their website. I mean, look, everything's sold out right now, which adds to the mystique, okay? The intrigue, obviously, is just having limited quantities of things. Yeah, the price is pretty steep for a basic mock neck sweatshirt. $125. Some of them get up to $140, $150. It says Parke. So it's somebody else's name that people are wearing around town. Literally every color and every size is sold out. And you can see down there, final sale. So here's the Parke Valentine's Day collection that was previously referenced. And this collection caused a lot of drama. So you can see here the $125 mock necks.
Wait, what time did you get here?
We got here at 6:45.
Okay, what are you gonna get from the drop?
I'm gonna get the pink bubble gum.
Okay, what are you gonna get?
Yeah, I'm getting the pink bubble gum too.
Okay.
Pink bubble gum. Also pink.
All right.
Look at the line. You can see it kind of wrapping around the corner. So they're at a pop-up for the Valentine's Day collection, and many of these people are already wearing
What time did you
it.
guys get here?
I got here at 2:30.
In the morning?
And I got here at 3:30.
Oh my god!
It's just, it ain't that serious. It really is not that serious. I wouldn't be laughing. I would not be laughing. It's crazy.
What are you all getting today? I'm getting the bubble gum mock neck for sure.
I'm getting the bubble gum and the hoodie.
Yay! What time did y'all get here?
Blankets.
Okay, what are you gonna get from the drop?
I'm getting the gray hoodie.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the white mock neck.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh.
We got here like 8. Okay. What are you gonna get from the drop?
Definitely the pink little
The pink bubble gum?
Yes.
All right. Okay. What time did y'all get here?
At 9:10.
Okay. What are you gonna get from the drop?
I'm getting the gray hoodie.
Okay.
Get anything. I can get anything I can get.
Anything I can get.
Okay, start. Okay, what time
Saddens
did you
me.
get here?
I got here at like 9:30. I wasn't planning on coming, but I decided to.
What are you gonna
See, this is going to be a consistent trend here where people already have mock necks. They weren't planning on getting anything and they still somehow find themselves literally and figuratively in the checkout line. This is a phenomenon, and you've got to wonder, how long is this even going to last? Because inevitably people will move on to the next thing. And I want to kind of tread carefully here too, is because it's like there's an element of it that is fun to be on a trend and like be part of something that everyone's talking about at the moment or whatever. Like, I understand that people can spend their money however they want to spend it. I do think there is a component here that we should all maybe consider about what are we actually doing and what are we actually spending our money on and why.
Gonna get in the drop.
Anything that's available.
So fair. What time did you get here?
I got here at like 9:30.
Okay, what are you gonna get from the drop?
We got pink bubble gum.
All right, perfect. All right, guys, we're sold out here at Cayman's.
Thank you all, everyone that came out starting at 2:30 this morning and stood in line.
2:30.
Called us from all over the country. We cannot tell you how much we appreciate your business.
Yep, and stay tuned for our next drop.
Some of those people may have had a very smooth experience at the pop-up, but the same was not true for the online shopping experience for the Valentine's Day drop.
I actually feel like I'm gonna throw up.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
I'm in line to check out! I'm in line to check out! I'm in line to check out with the gray, the red, and the pink! Ah!
This is insane.
I'm in line to check out with the gray, the red, and the pink! I'm about to buy 2 sweatshirts, I think. Janet! Ah!
What are we doing? Oh my God, this is actually crazy. Please. She's begging.
The pink is sold out, the gray is available! Part of your cart is sold out and it will not be available. I'm still going to check out. Please. Please.
Oh my God. Is there anything that you could even really say to that other than we've got to pull it together?
The rest of the day. I'm literally going to call out of work.
Calling out of work.
So mad.
I mean, these people are experiencing the stages of grief. Don't even show me what you got from the park drop. I need 2 to 3 business days. I got nothing. I left class early. I had $500 worth of stuff in my cart at one point. I will never be cool enough to own a park sweatshirt. I think this is a clear situation here where I don't think any clothing item should have the power to ruin your day. I don't think that, you should be leaving class early. Having $500 worth of stuff in your cart is kind of insane. And then also acting as if having this sweatshirt makes you cool. Those two things are not related. So yeah, it's kind of problematic. POV, the park mock neck sold out as your payment was processing.
No, there's no way. I literally hit pay now. It kicked you out when you paid. Are you sure? Go to your email. I didn't get an email. Stop.
It's just disbelief.
You're joking.
Speechless.
You had both. It was still on mine saying it was available when you pressed pay.
Stop.
This is a message for Park and Park only. I just tried to get the Valentine's Day set a whopping 8 minutes ago. It's literally only 10:08. I had my cart full by 10:01, and by 10:02 when I was in the queue to check out, it sold out.
Objectively, that is not a good shopping experience. For the price of what these things cost, I just think that that's crazy. I don't even know how that's possible that in 2 minutes, everything could be sold out. Everything.
I had been planning to get this for the last 2 weeks. It was literally all I was looking forward to this week. I'm just confused why, if we know like the popularity of these sets and like how desired they are, how all of the inventory is sold out in 2 minutes. I don't know. The math just isn't mathing, and I'm really quite upset right now.
In addition to it selling out, there were also major problems with the website. So there were glitches and people were running into bot problems like verification, CAPTCHAs, and things like that. People were not happy. Oh no, they were not happy.
Park, this is not fucking funny, okay? I literally am a ride or die, and I tell everyone to buy Park mock necks. Tell me why your fucking site is crashing on me again. I had the bubblegum pink set in my cart. I go to check out. It's asking me to click what is like, you guys have like a protection thing on your website. It's asking me to click what if I'm not a robot, and you have your Park banner over the check mark.
Look, I feel for her, I really do. But we've got to splash some water on her face. I feel like it should not have this effect on people. Am I wrong to say that? I don't want to see people in tears.
And then it's not letting me to press the buses to say that I'm not a fucking robot, bro. Let me just purchase your shit. I'm so upset. This is such a superficial problem, I know. But like, I've been counting down the days since December for your Valentine's Day drop. Park, like, I just don't, like, I don't understand. Like, you guys are getting more popular and popular and popular. Get more stock.
You know, look, I'm going to say something that might be controversial. Personal opinion, don't love the mock neck. My point of view, I'm watching this and I'm like, we're doing this over these?
Like, stuff should not be selling out in a minute. Like, I get it gives you clout, and I get it, like, it's a marketing tactic, and it gets you guys excited, but make your customers happy. Like, absolutely, I'm so upset.
So this was the CAPTCHA problem. So in order to click I'm not a robot, it was like underneath the banner.
This was so disappointing. I was on it on my phone and also on my computer, and I already looked at Park's Instagram comments. The hate is rolling in.
It was rolling in everywhere. They had to actually, I think, turn their comments off at some point because people were brigading the comment section because they were so mad about this drop and the way that it was handled, and people were pissed.
Which, like, I'm not one to comment and leave hate because I know that hopefully that they're doing their best, but when you were on their website on your phone and you went and you added something to your cart, and when you would go and click checkout, it says they're still in there, but I just haven't, like, refreshed. Anyway, went to checkout, and then that stupid I'm not a robot thing, since the website was crashing, was under the header, so you couldn't click I'm not a robot and fill it out. Same thing on my phone.
People are pissed, people are not happy, and they're starting to turn on Parke.
You're gonna go and turn off your comments. You're about to lose me as a customer, and this is 1 of 5.
If you didn't get a Parke sweatshirt today, I don't want you to feel bad. I want you to think of it as the universe shining down on you, saving you a ton of money on a sweatshirt that you're not going to care about in 5 years.
This is accurate. Another kind of popular sweatshirt brand that people were wearing was The Bar. And in less than a year, you're already seeing people not wear them anymore. So that was like another popular one. It just said The Bar on it. I don't even know what it means. I don't think anyone that bought it knows what it means either. But it's already kind of fallen off. You know, we've just seen this happen so many times. These kind of things are not sustainable because once enough people get it, that sort of intrigue is lost, because I think a lot of things that make people want these things is how hard they are to get, and the fact that they feel like exclusive and like a status symbol. And then once a lot of people are walking around in Parke, it's like, okay, well, not cool anymore, right?
As a 28-year-old, I'm not saying 28-year-olds don't buy Parke sweatshirts. I'm not saying they're not great quality. I'm not saying any of that. Like, get your bag, sis, to the girl who made it, like, whatever. And if it's something you really, really love, spend your money how you want. But as a 28-year-old, do you know how many influencer brands or, like, sweatshirts that I just had to have that I no longer care about? And that's when these brands were, like, $60, $70 at most for a sweatshirt. Now you're paying, like, $148. I think that's how much it is for a sweatshirt that looks like it's from Gap.
It's only a matter of time as well before other brands kind of start to dupe it, right? The level of interest will really be cut in half once the dupes start coming out and people start wearing the dupes and things like that. Like, we've just seen it time and time again. So this is a perspective that does come with age, and it might be fun to participate in these kind of things for sure, but eventually they will not be very relevant or cool.
But it has some girl's last name on it. I don't understand. Just because I don't understand something, though, doesn't mean that you're wrong for liking it. I want you to remember, like, you will thank yourself in the long run that you didn't spend your hard-earned money in this economy on a sweatshirt.
POV, your sister's set times Parke collab just got delivered, and it looks like Shein.
Ew, 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 ew.
It's
Be
just
sweet. Ew, ew.
the neck on that. It looks like somebody just went, you know what I mean? I'm not in love. This is just my opinion. I feel like this is not going to stand up well over time because of the way that the neck is. Like, I don't think that that will wash well. Like, I stumbled across a video the other day and it looked like crumpled after a while. It starts to fall down and droop and sag. That's just kind of my observation. So,
Be sweet.
Ew.
Be sweet.
Ew.
Ew.
And I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I mean, like, probably the small percentage of like early 20 to mid 20-year-old girlies like me that are like feeling this way. But I'm like, what are we doing? Who is Park?
Sobering.
Who is Chelsea Park? Do we know anything about her? How did she get famous? Like, was she an influencer before this? Was she married to somebody famous? Like,
this is kind of the part that still sort of perplexes me as well. And I'm not trying to discount her achievements, obviously, and like, you know, building this brand up as quickly as she did and making it as successful as she did. But it is mystifying to me for sure, because it's like, how did it happen so fast and get this many people obsessed with it, you know? And I think you can really only attribute that to, once again, like sending it to influencers and this drop marketing, scarcity marketing thing. It's very interesting.
I know nothing about this girl. I truly know nothing about her. Don't get me wrong, this sweatshirt, 10 out of 10. Great quality, probably the highest quality sweatshirt I have. Thank God, because I paid a lot of money for it. I love the neck of it. It is a really good sweatshirt. I'm not gonna lie. I've been wearing it every day since I got it. But I'm just like, who is Chelsea Park, and why are we obsessing over wearing her name around town? Like, I'm literally walking around town wearing her name. Who is she?
It's funny to watch people kind of collectively gain consciousness at the same time.
It's consumerism at its finest, and they're really doing their job. They're really doing their work. But I'm just confused. Like, does anybody else see a potential issue, but also like, why are we doing this? And then after I didn't get the pink varsity crew neck, I literally was like, I'm embarrassed. Like, I'm embarrassed that I just waited in a queue line to get a sweatshirt with this random girl's name across my chest, and I didn't get it, and I just spent time trying to do that. Like, that is so embarrassing to me. Why did I do that?
I love it, because I've totally been there with other things. But, you know, I think what we're seeing right now is they're kind of getting the ick from this whole experience. And I think once you get that, you can't really go back. It would be interesting to see how many people had this thought process of like, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this? And then continue to keep shopping these types of drops, you know?
I'm embarrassed that I sat in a queue line for that. What? Why are we wasting our time doing that?
I have really enjoyed sitting on the sidelines and just watching from afar the apparent mess that was the Park Valentine's Day like drop or whatever. But genuine question, who is Chelsea Park? Why are people buying a sweatshirt with her last name on it? And why are they paying like over $150? I read somewhere that somewhere over $200 for a single sweatshirt.
It's called scarcity marketing, and it works. That's really the only conclusion that I've kind of come to. And the power of also TikTok as well. Cannot be understated.
Like, have y'all never like seen a mock neck? Like, is this like the discovery of mock necks for like the general female public? I don't understand what's going on. Like,
I think
are
so.
they okay?
In my opinion, brands like Park are a social experiment. People are buying a $140 sweatshirt that we all know will go out of style in 1 to 2 years, like the White Fox sets. The only reason people are buying this $140 sweatshirt with a girl's last name on it is because a rich, pretty influencer wore it. So weird. I think we're going to look back on this one day and just be like, man, that was wild. It's another part of influencer culture as well, where they're always moving on to like the next thing, and you rarely see influencers like rewear an outfit. They're always like getting something new. Obviously, this consumerism is working on people, maybe even more than we realize. When you attempt the Valentine's Day Park collection and it sold out in 5 minutes, but then you touch grass and realize, who is this girl and why are we all trying to wear her last name? Yeah. That's the $1 million question. That is it.
Are they putting in these sweatshirts that like causes this like chaos and pandemonium that we all have to have one? And when did this start? Like, when did sweatshirts just become the thing? Like, I genuinely think the psychology of this needs to be studied down the line, because why are we going so feral for sweatshirts? I'm not being a hater. I like the sweatshirts. I want all the sweatshirts, but when did this happen?
I think it has more to do with the thrill of buying these things and the exclusivity, more so than even the product themselves. Because, you know, I have looked up a couple different reviews on Park and the quality of Park and is it worth $140? And in my opinion, based on my research, it looks like no. Let's be real here. I mean, these are probably being sold at a massive markup, okay? Like, why are we paying premium prices for sweatshirt products? Like, it's not like it's a cashmere or a wool or something, you know, along those lines where it's like, those are premium materials, right? It's not. It's just a sweatshirt. Obviously, Hailey Bieber is not an influencer, but I feel like it's heavily influenced. A lot of influencers use these products. People go feral for all of her drops, but recently there was a sugar cookie release that had people acting a fool. This video started to go viral of this girl trying to get the Rhode sugar cookie drop. This stopped me in my tracks.
It's 10:59. Drops at 11. Trying to get, oh my god, bad time. I'm trying to get the sugar cookie.
Breathing
What
heavy.
time? Oh my god. Okay, it's 11. Why is it not there yet? Hello? Buy lip tint. Two. I want two. Check out.
Don't need to.
Checking out. Hello? I don't have enough money. Can you add $20 to my bank account right now, please? I'll call you in a second.
For what?
ASAP. I'm trying to get something. ASAP, please.
Okay, well, I'm pulling it up. What are you trying to
Okay,
do? How much do you need?
like $20.
What are you trying to buy?
I'll tell you in a second.
The panic. I mean, girl, the question comes to mind, maybe we shouldn't be buying this if we've got to call our mom and ask her to deposit money into our account.
It can only go so fast, Lauren.
Okay.
Now, the computer...
Oh my god, wait, I need like 30 actually. Just
30.
I'm putting $100 in your account.
Okay, I'll call you.
Hold on, you don't have that much. Hold on. I'm trying to do this.
Okay.
I haven't pulled up. Hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, I can only go so fast. Transfer from. This is you. Transfer to.
Oh my god.
What are you trying to buy?
I'll tell you in a second.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Right, because it's some you're not supposed to be buying. You literally have like $300 to your name right now.
Not the expose.
Oh my god.
What are you buying?
Nothing.
Right.
Okay, well, if I didn't have to pay for my own gas now, my own groceries.
Lauren, I've been...
I am able to tell you guys that this girl is actually a college-age student. If that adds any perspective to this, it's shocking.
I'm giving you $125 a month.
That pays for gas twice. That's nothing.
I know, right? I mean, it's tough being a poor college student.
Okay, are you doing it?
I put $100 of your money in your account.
Thank you.
You have $228 in your savings account right now, and you have right now you have $125 in your checking account with God knows what it is you're gonna buy.
This is cinema. I mean, this is movie magic. You couldn't even script this. This is so freaking hilarious to me. Celebrating as her mom is telling her that she's got barely any money in her savings or in her checking account after having just transferred money in there and having screamed at her mom. That is objectively so freaking funny, but it's also like beyond concerning. Beyond it.
I got it. Okay, hi everyone.
Okay.
My package finally came in. Okay.
Let's see if she likes it.
Okay. Open it
Hope
up.
it's worth it.
Ooh. Okay, let's smell it. So it kind of smells like a mixture of coffee and the pink sugar from Summer Fridays. Okay. So it kind of tastes like coffee, and I do not like coffee.
She doesn't even end up liking it. Good thing you got two, right? Good thing you berated your mom on the phone and spent the last $20 that you had. We've got to do a reevaluation. This is also something that I've been seeing quite a bit. It's just like, are these products really worth it? You know, when we're talking about all these products that people are going crazy over and like potentially ruining relationships over, they're stressing themselves out, their heart rate's going up, their day's ruined, they're crying. Is it really worth it? I mean, obviously nothing's worth it to be acting like this, but is it really worth it in the sense of money well spent, right? Is this product actually good? And I think interestingly with a lot of these products, the answer is no. You know, a lot of people talk about how these Rhode peptide lip treatments are grainy. You can see like the actual grains. Does it really do anything different than something that costs way less from the drugstore? I think we need to really think long and hard about that. So this one says, just found out about daily drills. Y'all, what are we doing? Another one where people are like, is this a social experiment? So I had to do some digging into what Daily Drills is because it's another sort of influencer-y brand that people are wearing on social media. They're spending a lot of money on it. They're doing, I guess, similar kind of drops, right?
Today, wearing our new metallic Daily Drills bubble dress. It's so cute and fun.
Ooh. I will preface, this was a drop from a couple years ago, but I think it really highlights, what are we doing here exactly? This looks like a trash bag. I saw this and I go, we really can't be serious. Like, there's no way people are actually wearing it, but they are.
Paired it with a Chanel bag and Golden Goose. Peace.
Purchased this a long time ago. Obviously, it's like an old Daily Drills. You can see like the Daily Drills patch. But like, I literally look like the International Space Station in it. I want to use it more than just for like costumes.
Nothing from Daily Drills is cheap, okay? It's pretty spendy, in my opinion.
If I went to the grocery store like this, like you would be like, what is going on with that girl? This is my cry for help. Who helps style this because I know it can be cute.
I don't know about that.
We're gonna try to style it a little, like, and see if we can get anywhere. Okay, so step one, like, I'm trying to see if it would be cute just like out and about, like I'm literally going to the mall.
She's super cute. It's not you, it's the dress. People are being influenced to buy the world's craziest things because of social media and like the hype around it and the drops and the scarcity marketing. Like, it just works on people. They're not thinking straight.
Let me try another pair of shoes. This is the hard part, is the shoes. Like, what do I wear? Okay, so I tried just like my Vans. Okay, I thought I could maybe like do a silver and pink thing here. No, terrible.
I think that if we have to try this hard to style something, it's probably just not great. And I think we do need to think about like, how much wear and use am I going to get out of these things? And what's the motivation behind me wanting it? You know, do I want it because it's the name brand thing and, you know, a lot of people are wearing them, or I saw like an influencer wear it and stuff like that. I think the truth is that a lot of influencers wear things once and then they never wear it again. You never see them wear it again. If they were wearing this, it was probably like a one-off kind of thing. And yeah.
I'm trying to be a pick me girl when I say this, but I'm kind of getting tired of like the influencer brands like Rhode Parke. I love them. I love the owners. I love the brand itself. But what I'm getting tired of is just the shopping experience. Like, I never want to feel like, and I feel like this is so popular nowadays, I never want to feel like I need to add to cart and buy within milliseconds or it's going to be sold out. And once it gets sold out, it never gets like no restock on to the next drop. I'm like, it's just, I know, like, I get the business aspect of like supply and demand, limited quantities, bigger buzz, yada, yada. But at the same time, I'm like, that just isn't fun as a customer to literally get your anxiety up to here because you want to hurry up and buy something. And then when you don't get it, it's just like, or if you do get it on pre-order, you never fucking get it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are kind of having this similar thought process right now where they're getting pretty frustrated with the shopping experience these days. Like, it seems like a lot of brands are taking advantage of this scarcity marketing drop type of business strategy. I think people are just getting fed up and eventually they're just not going to buy anything that utilizes this type of drop pattern. You know, like I said, you kind of start to just get the ick of like, what am I doing? Is this worth my time and my energy and worth ruining my day over? No. It's not a great shopping experience. Even for people that do end up securing it, a lot of people feel so guilty that they don't even end up wearing these things. And I really don't like this whole idea of having to make impulse purchases and pushing people to do this. Time that we saw this recently was with the Michaela Noguera POV Beauty skincare launch. I just have to point out that before these products launched, she did not post anywhere the ingredients. She did not post the prices anywhere. She did not post the results of the clinical and consumer studies. No one knew anything until they actually got access to the website on launch day. I think that is a concern because people were not able to do any type of research or make an informed decision about what they were buying before this product inevitably sold out. And my suspicion is that the plan was always to sell out pretty immediately, therefore reeling more people in on the next launch. But, you know, people are having to make these split decisions and then they end up unhappy with the product when they get it, because they were like, okay, it wasn't worth all the stress, and it's also not that great of a product, and I didn't really have time to think about it. I think as consumers, we need to start really taking more time to make informed decisions about what we're buying.
And I'm like, it's just not fun anymore. Nowadays, it's literally like the fucking Hunger Games to get things. And I'm like, that's just not fun. And I get it, you want to feel like exclusive, but like, it's just, I don't like it anymore. This is not fun. For like the Dairy Boy drop, I literally missed it by a few minutes and everything got sold out. And I'm like, add more to your inventory. Like, I get it, but at the same time, like, add extra than you think you would need so more people can get it and less people are in your comment section complaining, saying they added it to cart within milliseconds and they still didn't get it. I'm like, it's just stressful.
Don't understand the hype around things like Parke and Dairy Boy. Who is Parke? Who is Parke, and why are you wearing that on a sweatshirt? You can find those sweatshirts elsewhere. You can find them for cheaper. Too many people are just falling in love with the name behind the brand rather than loving the quality of the brand.
Seems like almost everything is made cheaply these days, and it sucks.
I don't appreciate overpaying for things that aren't worth your money.
Parke uses the FOMO tactic to sell their clothing, which is creating an artificial scarcity and creating a sense that people need the newest drop of a, let's remind ourselves, a sweatshirt with a random last name on it. And I also have to repeat, that's not even her last name, but her last name's Kramer.
But like creating the mass hysteria around these brand drops, and then they literally sell out in like 2 minutes, or like the site glitches to where you can't even check out and it's like not even functioning properly, to where like you didn't even have a chance to get it, is so frustrating. And obviously I'm talking about the Parke drop, because it's just like, I was on the site refreshing from like 9:58 till 10 o'clock, get in, added everything to my cart. The freaking website was like glitching to where it like wouldn't let you check out. And then I'm like in line to check out, which if you're waiting in line to check out, you should be guaranteed those items. Like, why am I waiting in line to check out and then all of a sudden the items are gone? Like, if you add them to your cart, they should be like reserved. Like, that stock should be taken out. And then it's like, if you don't check out within like 10 minutes or something, then it goes back.
You know, I think this is a good point, and there are things that these brands can do to make the shopping experience better for their customers, and there's a reason why they're not doing it. That's just the truth. That technology exists. These companies should be offering better shopping experiences to their customers, but they're choosing not to because they're profiting off of this scarcity marketing structure. You know, they could be doing things like pre-orders and things like that, but they're choosing not to, because then they lose all of the intrigue, in my opinion.
But it's just like, that was so annoying, because I've been anticipating this drop for ever since they announced it. Like, set my alarms and everything so I could go on and buy it on the site right when it happened, and I couldn't get anything that I wanted.
If you're on the website within a minute of something launching and you still can't get it, it's a problem. There's got to be some kind of like delay put in place where that's not happening, because that is objectively crazy.
Yes, I did get a hoodie. It wasn't necessarily the one I wanted. I just like bought it because I was like, I have to buy something.
This is a pitfall, obviously, of scarcity marketing, where people are just buying stuff just to buy it because they feel like they have to. As said here, this needs to be studied genuinely.
But it's just like, this is so stupid. Like, don't like create like anticipation for this drop and then it's like not have enough stock for people to get it. Like, I understand it's not like I went on the site like an hour after the fact, but like if you're on the site like right when it launches, like you should be able to buy something.
This is the owner of Dairy Boy. Even the brand owners are acknowledging that they are profiting off of the scarcity marketing.
For those of you who didn't know, I'm the owner of the brand Dairy Boy and American Charm. I would be lying if I said to you guys that Dairy Boy hasn't built a business model that has created this scarcity mindset. But with that being said, and I can only speak for myself, I did not create this business with that business model in mind.
I will give credit where credit is due to Dairy Boy. I think they started to do pre-orders and things like that for their customers. But when people are paying this much for these products, the shopping experience just has to be better. Honestly, it has to be better, because it's like, then what are you really paying for? You're already paying for a sweatshirt, but you're also getting a horrible shopping experience. Like, make that make sense. We've got to demand more out of these brands. But they even acknowledge that they've been profiting off of this whole thing. And one of the other ways that they're profiting is not only obviously creating that brand interest, and it's like dominating social media when these drops are happening, is people like freaking out and making videos of like, who got it, who got this, you know, whatever. But they're also profiting off of that impulse marketing element as well, where they're rushing people through the checkout process, where people are adding like a million things to their cart. They have no time to even think about what they want. People then end up buying $500 worth of stuff, or buying sweatshirts that they didn't even want and things like that. They are massively profiting off of this. Don't get it twisted. After the disastrous Valentine's Day drop from Parke, the founder of Parke, Chelsea Parke, Kramer, came out and made this apology video.
To come on here and just quickly, first and foremost, apologize from the bottom of my heart that the Parke Valentine's Day didn't go as we planned. It's my heart beyond all measure to know that some of you are upset, frustrated, disappointed, you name it. It really hurts beyond all measure, and I want to make it right. We never, ever, ever tried to create scarce marketing, and I'm so hurt that people think that. In the past, we have done pre-orders, and truthfully, that creates a lot of anxiety for me and my team. Production delays happen, shipping delays, and to do that kind of makes me feel uneasy. Stock initiative is something that we are trying to do every first of the month so that we don't have to have the pre-order option. About pre-orders is that we have other collections slated before you would get your pre-order item. I don't want people to think that we are not making their product, holding on to their money, and just launching other product. It upset me, so I understand. So I think that it's best to just not do it.
You know, she says that she never created it to do the scarcity marketing, but it's like that is probably, in my opinion, that's one of the sole reasons why it's become so popular. Even if she didn't create it to be that way, that is the way that it is. They've definitely profited off that either way. That, you know, she even acknowledged here, like they used to do pre-orders. Her customers are asking for pre-orders and she's still like, look, we don't want to do it, which is kind of crazy to me because she's saying that the reason she doesn't want to do pre-orders is because people would feel like they're holding their money. I completely disagree with that assessment, and I think it's kind of, you know, an excuse to not do pre-orders because they want to still do drops. They obviously want to continue to do drops for as long as possible because that is what is hyping up this brand over and over and getting people to continually talk about them and buy things from them. I think people would just rather know that they have secured the product and, you know, have an easier checkout experience than having to sit there and potentially waste time trying to secure another drop. In my opinion, they're still using the scarcity marketing thing. The other thing I wanted to mention as well is that a lot of these influencery brands that are using this drop method have pretty awful return policies. So this is their return policy. We currently do not offer returns for refunds. All sale items are final sale and not eligible for returns. And most importantly, their sweatshirts, which are obviously their biggest seller, the sales are final on those items, okay? Sweatshirts, sweats, graphic tees, fleeces, sunglasses, pre-order orders, pop-up purchases, and sale purchases. Those are all final sale. So, not great. So Daily Drills is the same as well. Due to the nature of our business and in an effort to reduce waste and contribute to a more sustainable fashion industry, we do not accept exchanges or returns. But yeah, they don't offer exchanges or returns. So it's crazy. All of this is pretty insane. The way that some people are acting, none of this stuff is worth ruining your day over, crying, you know, being upset, raising your heart rate, ruining relationships with other people. It's just not. And I definitely think that we need to acknowledge that the reason why a lot of these brands are popular is because of the drop strategy and the scarcity marketing. That is what is really appealing about all of them, is the thrill of being able to secure hard to get items and having things that are exclusive. I think that once the high wears off, you kind of look around and you're like, what did I spend my money on and why am I acting like this? So anyway, those are kind of my thoughts on this. Let me know your thoughts down below on some of these brands. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did enjoy it and subscribe if you're not already. I do tons of videos just like this one, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.